Welcome back, everybody. I'm using a heart-shaped stone today. If you don't have a molded stone like this one from Happy Dotting Company, you can buy the molds there, but you have to make them yourself like I've done with mine. If you don't have a heart-shaped stone, that's okay. You can still create this. Just draw a heart shape onto a stone and then work within that heart shape. So nobody will be left out here, whether you have to make your own stones or you don't have a stone, you just have a canvas. You can definitely draw a heart shape and work within it, just like I'm going to do today. Now, I got these new watercolors. I bought them from Etsy, from this place called Iulie, I believe. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right, and I'm sorry if I am not. I'm going to show the name of it here in just a second. This is their fairy watercolor set. And I was a bit worried because of the price and the size of the little bits of watercolor. The little trays of watercolor. I don't even know what they're called. I'm sure there's a technical name. Actually, there is, but I don't even remember what it is. Little pans. Are they pans? Pans of color, half pans? I don't know. Anyway, they're watercolor and they're absolutely beautiful fairy colored metallic watercolor paint. It's so beautiful. It's handmade. I will leave the link in the description if you want to check it out and maybe get some for yourself. I'm going to be doing a couple more tutorials using these colors. And literally all I'm doing is using a soft fan brush and water, and I'm using blue, purple, coral, gold, and then green. So that's what it's going to be. And if you don't find that the first way around it's not really showing up as much as you want it to, you can definitely let it dry and then do another coat of it, just like I did. I just swiped it across. It all kind of blends together, and I just swiped it. That's all I did. And just kind of make sure that you get down the sides and around the back if you're going to be showing off the back to anybody. But then you let it dry and you can start painting on top of that. And that glittery background, that's not going to go anywhere. That's not going to separate or run or like roll down the sides with the resin. It's going to stay there. That's your background now. So you can do just about whatever you want on the background, but today I'm doing a special one for puppies, for dogs. It's a great memorial stone. If you've lost a beautiful pet of any kind, you don't have to only have this set up for a dog. But this one is going to say, dogs leave paw prints on our hearts. And I'm doing a little dog paw. I'm just I drew it on with pencil. It's not going to be one of my best dog paws. I was more concerned about showing you the background with this metallic watercolor. You don't just have to use acrylic paints for your backgrounds. I painted it black first so that the metallic really stands out on top of it. But you don't even have to do a black background. I've also used it on a natural stone, which I'll show you at the end. I've painted flower and stuff on it, but I just did the watercolor like I did here, but on a natural stone. So I'll show you that at the end of the video. You can decide whether or not you think it's a good idea to try out for some cool backgrounds on your stones or canvases or whatever the heck you're doing. I did sketch on some lines here. I want to try really hard because I really don't like my handwriting. I really don't, you guys. So feel free to give me a thumbs down for the handwriting in this. I'm not confident when it comes to my handwriting, but I still keep going. So that means you guys have to as well. If I have to keep going, so do you. So it's just going to say, dogs leave paw prints on our hearts. And I'm doing it in gold with my fine lining brush, and I've slowed this down, or I've sped this up. Sorry, I'm going faster. It looks like I'm going faster, but I'm actually going much slower. So don't get upset if you can't do this as quickly as neatly in a straight line. I put some pencil lines on there that you can probably see. I can erase those pencil lines after everything is dry and before I resin, because that background ain't going nowhere. It's paint. It sticks there and it doesn't budge. So all of our colors are going to stay exactly where they are. And it already looks kind of blended in, so you don't even need sponges or anything. It's just great. So once I let my gold lettering dry, I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to put some black inside the gold. It's just going to be slight. You're not going to really see it very much. I'm trying really, really hard to fix my paw print. The shape of it is very, very strange. But you can do this if you have a cat. You could say cats leave paw prints on our hearts, and you can do a cat print. If you have a lizard, you could do the same thing with a lizard. If you have a parrot, if you have a turtle, you can just change up what it is that's left paw prints on your heart, and you go from there. This is just to give you a little bit of inspiration. And I'm going to be bringing out some more different tutorials using watercolor metallics, just like this. I ordered some from Amazon that were actually quite affordable, and I'm going to try them out and see how they are. And if they're okay, I will send a tutorial your way. I don't like to share anything that isn't top quality, that I know I've used and I haven't had any problems with it. I don't like to share stuff with you unless I know for sure. So I will wait and see what I think of the stuff that I got from Amazon. Until then, we'll see how this looks once it's resined, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like the results. I have a feeling. And definitely check out the description of my video so that you can see where I got this watercolor paint on Etsy. And honestly, it's gorgeous. It's really, really, it's my kind of thing. It's all like metallic-y and glittery and colorful, and yeah, I love it. So I'm just trying to clean up my letters a little bit. I don't like how it looks, and I didn't leave, like, I guess I did my lettering a little bit bigger than what I was supposed to, but that's okay. I'm still going to like this when it's done. It's going to look really pretty, and it's going to be perfect for someone who is a dog lover. And once again, don't forget, you can customize it however you want. You can do your lettering however you want. If you have like a Cricut, which I do, I rarely use my Cricut for anything but lettering, because I'm not confident with my lettering. I don't. Did I say that right? I very rarely use it for anything but lettering. Yes, I will use it for lettering. I'm not afraid to use stencils for lettering because they are stressful. I used to, you guys have probably heard this story before if you've been here for any length of time, but I used to like do paint customized dog portraits, cat portraits, animal portraits. And I would do the portrait, it would look fantastic, and then they would be like, can you put the name on it? And I'd be like, oh, fantastic. Sure, I'd be happy to. And then I would stress for like a week over just the lettering of the name, and it used to just stress me out so much. But I've worked really hard on getting better with not criticizing myself as much. But yeah, sometimes lettering just isn't your thing. I can sing, I cannot do lettering. And if I would have said that in a different way, it would have sounded like a song starting. Anyway, so I want to thank everyone who has hit the like button recently, or the not like button, but also to those of you who keep asking if I'm okay. There's a lot going on, and yeah, it's been really difficult for me to even paint, let alone work on tutorials for you guys and respond to all of your questions. And Thank you for every beautiful comment that you leave on my Facebook page or my Instagram. I know there are lots of people emailing me, and I know there's lots of people getting frustrated because I've had a few people let me know that lately, that they don't think it's nice of me that I haven't responded to them yet. No matter what I do, there's no possible way I can open every email, like every comment, see every comment. There's just no way. I would not, if I didn't have kids or a husband or a home or 3 cats and a dog and houseplants and a love of painting and true crime, I would not have a problem answering back to all of you. But unfortunately, this isn't all I have in my life, and sometimes I can't possibly get back to everyone. So just know that I'm seeing your messages. I feel guilty when I see that I've clearly not responded to you, but I just don't have the time, and I'm really sorry for that. So thank you to the ones who are very patient with me and understand, and thank you to the ones who are still here. And we are working on 100,000. So please share. If you like any of my videos, share them. Thank you so much. So as you could see, as I was gabbing, that I've just put like a black line inside just to kind of define the gold lettering a little bit more. And now we're going to get into some chrome powder. So you guys have seen me use chrome powder before. It is for this situation, I'm going to be using a UV light. So you guys have seen me use a UV light before. I'm just cleaning up some of my letters a little bit before I start the UV light. But what I do is I use nail gel. It's a UV top coat gel. You need a UV light to cure it, okay? And all you do to cure it is put it under the light, and it'll harden like resin. So it's almost like a little bottle of resin that's for your fingernails. So, and that you cure it under the UV light. I don't cure my rocks under UV lights. I don't like that kind of resin. It's actually really toxic. And yeah, I want my stuff to be safe. So once mine's cured with art resin, it's completely non-toxic. So that's what I like about art resin. But with this stuff, the nail top coat, what it's going to do is give us this metallic, like a chrome effect, which you can do it this way with a top coat, or you can just use the glitter on it the way it is, and then resin it. It's up to you. You don't need to do it this way. You can do other glitter. You can use hologram 2796. You can use dragonfly glaze. Any like really fine glitter would look really pretty, not only on the paw print, but on the lettering as well. But this time I'm going to do the chrome effect. I love this. I use it on a lot of my lettering and a lot of my paw prints and stuff like that. So you use the UV top coat for nails, just like nail polish. Use gloves because you can get an allergic reaction from this stuff if you're not careful and if you're sensitive. So I like to do this in a well-ventilated area. If you've been to a nail salon, you know how smelly those nail polishes can get sometimes, especially the ones that are gel polish and they cure under a light. So, be careful, be smart about it, and be safe. I put it under the light. I'm going to put it under the light for 60 seconds. And you have to do it this specific way in order for it to work in the chrome way. So now I'm using like a bluish purple, dark bluish purple, fine chrome powder, which I will leave a link in the description for where I get mine, which is just on Amazon here in Canada. And then I use my little desk broom and I fan off any extra powder so that doesn't wreck anything or stick to our background. And now we have a blue chrome paw print, and it almost looks puffy, like 3D. Looks like it's kind of popping off the stone. So you can also see I outlined my paw print in black. You can see that in the background. Just in case, for those of you who didn't see me do that, I want to make sure you know that I did outline it so that it kind of looks like a sticker sitting right on the stone. So I'm going to do the same thing with my lettering. I'm using a fine brush and I'm putting in my nail top coat just where the black is on my letters. And that's going to be blue chrome as well. And then once it's all resined, it's going to look really, really nice. Now, of course, once again, you don't have to do this. You can do whatever you want with your lettering. You can use a stencil for your lettering. You don't even have to use glitter. You can just use gold. You can do whatever you want. But me, this is what I'm doing, and you never know, you might like it. Don't mind my little UV lamp. It's such a mess. It's so old. It's covered in everything. So that's what it looks like now that we have put the chrome powder on the lettering as well. Now it's time for Resin Bath. And while it's in its resin bath, what's at my desk? I know, you guys, it's pathetic. Well, the first thing at my desk is for one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch in the true crime world. If you have ever seen Chasing Truth, or now she's changed her name. It used to be Chasing Truth. And I don't remember what it is now, but I'm going to be sending her a couple of cute rocks because she's made me spit my coffee a few times. I don't like to waste my coffee, but if you make me laugh and I waste my coffee, you're worth it. Anyway, there's a moon. That one's not resined yet. That's still being worked on. Here's another one that I've resined the stone, but now I'm putting semicolon, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. We shall see. You might see that at my next What's at My Desk episode. Here is a yin yang phone grip, and I've used the watercolor metallics in the background for this phone grip. I just swiped it across, and it's got this beautiful background now. Here's a butterfly phone grip. I'll be putting some of these in my shop very soon, so if you're interested, visit my Etsy shop, Rachel's Rocks Canada. Link is in the description. I've got some natural Lake Superior stone pendants that will be on chains as well in my shop very soon. That one's dotted with teal, shades of teal, and the word love in gold, of course. This one is a cute little Lake Superior stone. It's got a beautiful marble background, natural background, and then, of course, chrome and gold peacock feather with a Swarovski crystal. That one is gorgeous. Now, I did say I was going to show you a natural stone background with the metallic watercolor paints that I used on our paw print one today. This is just swiped right onto a natural Lake Superior stone, and it has like this beautiful effect, which I happily painted You Are Enough with a droopy daisy. And I don't know if I told you guys or showed you guys Leo. So we'll get a good look at Leo. I mentioned before that I don't worry about the sizes of my dots on my artwork unless it's for specific things. So for something like Leo, I definitely worried about the size of my dots. So that's just an example. I mentioned it to you guys before, I think with my otter tutorial. And yeah, so that's when you worry about the size of dots, is when you're going to do something like that. But that was Leo, and he's on a very shiny, resined, sparkly canvas. Now for our paw print. Look at how shiny. It's drop dead gorgeous. I just love it. I love the background. I love the chrome. I don't like the lettering, but that's okay. It's the meaning behind it. They definitely leave paw prints on our hearts forever and ever and ever. And this is just a memorial stone just to give you guys some inspiration and new ideas for your backgrounds. I hope you guys loved it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.